And that why it also reminds us of this, that we can also have so the shepherd's hook, the J, the red, the white, and of course getting to eat it too. Makes a difference, right? Yeah, that's good stuff. Can I pray with you? You okay with that? Our Heavenly Father, we love you so much for all that you do. We thank you for these beautiful children. We thank you, Lord, for their tenderness to you. Thank you, Lord, that at this age, God, they can hear the gospel story. Though there's many voices out there, there's many things that they can choose to go after. Our prayer is, God, that they will follow wholeheartedly after you. And just as your psalmist said, seek your face. Blessed are they that do that seek your face and make all the difference. In Jesus' precious name, we give you thanks. Amen. Amen. Would you like to take cane now? I love you. You can have your seats if you'd like. That's a good picture. Good one. Yeah, I'll add that in there.
Hey!
So when I was thinking of it, whenever I see that,
Yeah.
I think of a fish.
Say
Hey!
I didn't think of the letter J. Kids are more educated than I am. I was like, oh, that's a fish hook. And because Jesus is what? A fisher. What did he tell the disciples?
There you go.
Follow me and I'll make you fishers of men, right?
That's right.
And so, I want to thank you for that, Brother Ron, for, let's give Ron a hand for sharing that. Really informal, the first year we're doing this. I wasn't planning on doing this, I was gonna just come and read the Christmas story this morning, but, well, it's not late this afternoon, let me get my time of day right. I'm going a lot, but,
You
I
take
do
it?
want to share,
Me
just a little something that I shared this
recording.
morning in our
We're broadcasting.
congregational time. Because this time around Christmas,
We're broadcasting.
for many of us, it's a great time of worship, and we think about the Lord and those great things, but for many other people, and there's been a lot of things I've been reading lately about this being a sad time for a lot of people that are struggling. A lot of people are lonely, a lot of people are in broken relationships. Life shows up, right? A lot of people are struggling financially. A lot of people go out and buy a lot of gifts, and then after the Christmas season, they're like, oh my goodness, what have I done? I'm in such debt, I can't even pay my way up. And whether you believe it, well, I'm sure you'll believe me if I tell you, I wouldn't lie to you, I'm a pastor, but they tell you, from what I've read here recently, the number one time of year for suicide is right around the Christmas season. And that's sad to hear, you know. And so the message I brought today at Bethany was on hope. And I went through Psalm 59. We're not going to do that tonight, but I want to just share maybe one or two verses out of the Psalm starts off with these words from the prophet Isaiah, and these were words that Isaiah was sharing as God gave him the utterance to tell these things to the people of Israel. But you have to know it was at one of the darkest times. If you think about Israel's history, they had been rebelling from God and disobeying God a long time, and they'd been taken into captivity for about 400 years, and now they were coming back to Jerusalem at this time. And in the midst of all that, there was no local government, there was no there was no law enforcement, there was rampant crime, and there was rampant poverty, so it was a very dark time in their history. And we're fortunate to live in a community that we have a lot of good services, right? We have a fire department right down here. We have a police department right next door. We have social services. We have other people outside. I mean, the people of God should always be helping one another. We should be those people coming here. But we're fortunate to have a community, a bigger community, and a safety net, so to speak. But that was not the condition at this time when this was written. And so the first words that Isaiah says to him is this word. He says, behold, the Lord's hand is not shortened, that it cannot save, nor his ear too heavy, that it cannot heal.
Wrong. Shh.
And so the prophet is answering the accusation that the people of Israel had about God. And that's what happens to us often when we're separated from God because of our desires and those things that we seek after to give us hope. You know, if you look for hope in a location, I don't think there's any better place to live than Grover. I moved from South Park area in Charlotte to be here in Grover. I tell you, I love the traffic here compared to Charlotte. I can tell you about. I don't think we've had a killing here in Grover since I've been here. When I was in Charlotte, I guarantee there's a killing every week. And that's sad to me. I love Charlotte. I still love Charlotte. I love the Queen City. That's where I went to university. And there's a lot of great things about the city. Jesus always went to cities, right? It's not the point in that. It's not the location where you live. It's not the things you have. You know, it's not the relationships you're in that are really those things that are going to bring you hope in life. You know, it's hope is found in one person, and that's the person of Jesus Christ.
Amen.
That's where we're going to find hope. If you don't have that relationship with Jesus, then you're always going to be the way I've always heard for years. And the first time I heard it, I said, "Oh gosh, I knew that it was the truth." You know the truth when you hear it. And I heard a pastor say that he had a God-sized hole in his heart, and the only thing that would fill that hole is God. You can try to put anything else in there you want, but it won't ever fill that hole until you put God in there. It fits in there just like the hand fits in the glove. It's what needs to go in there. So that's what Isaiah was telling the people. Don't accuse God, because his hand is able to save still. And his ear is not so heavy. He's not worn out from hearing your problems. Okay? If you'll call on the Lord, he'll hear you.
Yes,
if
he
you're
will.
here today and you're burdened and heavy, your heart's heavy, I want you to know the Lord loves you. He wants to hear from you. He wants that personal relationship with you. In the passage, Isaiah tells the people a lot of things they don't want to hear about their iniquities, their transgressions, and their sins. But then he comes to a beautiful part, and I'm going to get to that part, because in the passage around the 13th chapter, the people finally realize they're the problem, right? That's what we got to come to the idea that we're the problem. He used to tell me that all the time. He said, "Boy, you're your biggest own problem." You know what I'm saying? That's usually what it is for all of us. We're usually our biggest own problem. It's not, there's no bad communities. The community didn't do anything. It's the people in that community. There's no bad marriages. It's when people in marriages hurt one another, right? There's no bad churches. It's when people in churches backbite one another, hurt one. That's when it gets bad. So when we love one another, we shouldn't have that. But listen to this passage. God sees all this, and he's telling them about how there's no justice in their town. They're blind, they're lost in their condition, and they're confused, and they're looking for someone to blame. And he says, "I'm not the one to blame." That's what Isaiah tells them. My hand isn't too short to save. And then he says, "Then the Lord saw it, and it displeased him." See, God doesn't want to see us in a lost condition. You know that God created you in his image, and he loves you. And when you're falling away from him and you're not following, it burdens his heart. So he says, "And he saw that there was no man, and he wondered that there was no intercessor." You know, we have an intercessor today. Right? And so remember that word. He says, "Therefore," when I read these words, I said, "Hallelujah." It said, "Therefore, his own arm," he's not talking about just the hand, God's hand. He said his whole arm brought salvation for him. And in the scripture, your Bible should have that him capitalized with a capital H, talking about that arm of God. Whenever you see that term, that's talking about Jesus, right? Jesus, God brought Jesus into the world for us. He is our hope. He's able to save.
Amen.
You know, our God is able to save. I'll say that again. And then there's a beautiful passage about it's what we call a Christological passage. It's a foreshadowing that Isaiah was talking about the coming Jesus that's going to come. But I'm not going to read any more of that today. I said I wasn't going to go in. I wanted to share a little bit of it. I just felt it was appropriate. But what I do is the Christmas story out of Luke chapter 2. If you have a Bible, you can follow along. You can just listen and listen to the story as recorded by the Apostle Luke, who traveled everywhere with Paul and put all these facts together because he wanted us to know. He wrote this to a man named Theophilus, meaning his friend that was a lover of God. He loved God as well. Listen to the story as Luke recounts this. It says that in the days of Herod, the king of Judah, a certain priest named Zacharias of the division of Abijah, his wife was of the daughters of Aaron, and her name was Elizabeth. And they were both righteous before God, walking in all the commandments and ordinances of the Lord blameless. But they had no child because Elizabeth was barren, and they were both well advanced in years. I'm sorry, I'm reading chapter 1. I was going way back, and it took a while.
Bless me, Lord.
Let me go to chapter 2. That's the John the Baptist story. All right, here we go. Chapter 2. Same time frame, long time ago for the children, okay? And it came to pass in those days that a decree went out from Caesar Augustus that all the world should be registered. This census took place while Quirinius was governing Syria. So all went to be registered, everyone to his own city. And Joseph also went up from Galilee out to the city of Nazareth into Judea to the city of David, which is called Bethlehem, because he was of the house and lineage of David, to be registered with Mary, his betrothed wife, who was with child. So it was that while they were there, the days were completed for her to be delivered. And she brought forth her firstborn son, and wrapped him in swaddling cloth, and laid him in a manger, because there was no room for him at the inn.
Hiccup.
Now, there were in the same country shepherds living out in the fields, keeping watch over their flock by night. And behold, an angel of the Lord stood before them,
Hiccup.
and the glory
At
of the
home.
Lord shone around them, and they were greatly afraid. Then the angel said to them, "Do not be afraid.